What's going on, YouTubers? My name is Robert Serrano Jr., and I am the natural born thriller. And welcome everyone to WWE 205 Live Review, the show from October 17th, 2018. They're in Washington, D.C., where it pertains to Wednesday nights from this past Wednesday. And your commentators, as usual, are Nigel McGuinness, Vic Joseph, and Percy Watson. So I'm about to go through what happened on 205 Live. It's not going to be a long review, so let's get right into it. So we open up the show with, obviously, a recap and all that. So basically a recap of what's going on with 205 Live and, where it pertains to WWE Cruiserweight Champion Buddy Murphy, and then with the whole thing with Cedric Alexander. And the whole thing with, I was going to say something about Hideo Itami and Mustafa Ali, but I can't remember, really. I should have wrote that down too, by the way. But also where it pertains to Leo Rush, Tony Nese. Basically a match that was named on that was brought up for the main event. We'll get that momentarily. But yeah, main event was set up for 205 Live. I can't wait to talk about this match, by the way. About how I thought it was a very good match. But so let's get right into it. So the opening match to start the show was Drew Gulak. Drew Gulak. I got it right. Drew Gulak being accompanied by gentleman Jack Gallagher, as Drew Gulak go up against Akira Tozawa. So the match itself between Drew Gulak and Akira Tozawa was pretty damn good, back and forth. Also, Drew Gulak, was at ringside helping out Jack Gallagher, was helping up Drew Gulak, and then also Akira Tozawa does this tope suicida onto not only Drew Gulak but also to gentleman Jack Gallagher. I can't remember if Drew Gulak cut a promo before his match. I'm assuming he did. Now that I think about it now, I think he did cut a promo before the match started with him going up against Akira Tozawa. Basically, where it pertains to going back to what happened with D. Brian Kendrick, where Drew Gulak said that he was a weak link and all that, and he had to take that weak link out of the team. So I think he did cut a promo. I just can't remember if he did or not, but I'm assuming he did. Cause I remember him cutting a promo though. But yeah, like I said, Akira Tozawa with the tope suicida onto both Drew Gulak and gentleman Jack Gallagher. Later on, Akira Tozawa was going to get the win over Drew Gulak, but then all of a sudden, Jack Gallagher gets involved, causes a DQ, and so basically Akira Tozawa wins by disqualification. Via disqualification, and they continue assaulting him. And then D. Brian Kendrick comes out for the save, taking out Drew Gulak and gentleman Jack Gallagher, and then they retreated. D. Brian Kendrick helps up Akira Tozawa, and keep in mind, folks, between these two, Akira Tozawa and D. Brian Kendrick have history together. Basically last year during the summer, where D. Brian Kendrick wanted Akira Tozawa to be to join along with D. Brian Kendrick as to be a mentor. He basically wanted to help guide Akira Tozawa at one point, and D. Brian Kendrick basically wanted him to mentor him, and at the time he rejected him, and D. Brian Kendrick did not take that lightly at the time. And now looking back at it, now they're gonna be joining forces against Akira Tozawa. What pertains to D. Brian Kendrick and Akira Tozawa, they're gonna be joining forces to go up against Drew Gulak and gentleman Jack Gallagher in the future. Now, what pertains to this, D. Brian Kendrick was helping Akira Tozawa, but Akira Tozawa was a little confused and thinking to himself, can you trust D. Brian Kendrick? Because again, these two have history together. So we'll see how that plays out. And I knew it was gonna happen too, by the way, based on what they did here after the match. And then I said to myself, okay, is D. Brian Kendrick is going to come out to save Akira Tozawa? And sure enough, he did. and he was he helped him up. So in a way, I kind of predicted this was gonna happen too. So yeah, I thought it was pretty good. And the match itself was pretty good too. Unfortunately, like I said, ended by disqualification. So, what can you do, right? We get a backstage segment in Drake Maverick's and office, and he invites Buddy Murphy and Tony Nese in his office, and Drake Maverick tells the WWE Cruiserweight Champion, to congratulate him on being the Cruiserweight Champion, and Buddy Murphy says thanks, and he says but but it's a few months too late, basically, because he said if it wasn't for that waiting, he would have been Cruiserweight Champion a long time ago. And and then Buddy Murphy said, but the past is the past. He's gonna look forward. He's gonna put that behind him, and look forward of being one of the best Cruiserweight champions that 205 Live has to offer. It talks about how he and Tony Nese are gonna be once taking over this division, basically. And Tony Nese said something too, by the way. Don't remember what he said. I didn't really care what he said, so to me it was whatever. Hey George, thank you for watching. Alright, next we get to Mike and Maria Kanellis. And they talk about making their debut last week. And they said that what they did to Missy Dorado was nothing personal. It was just business. And now they're there to make opportunities on 205 Live. And they announced that they are the first power couple of 205 Live. So I guess they're making history there. And what pertains to Maria Kanellis, she's going to be the first lady of 205 Live. I'm assuming that's what she's going to do next, basically. Even though I thought she would wrestle on the show, because there's no women's on that show either. So, but yeah, that was a promo. I thought it was pretty good. They're both good talkers, so. Then we get a promo from Hideo Itami, speaking in Japanese, and they talks about how Mustafa Ali just walked away and showed him respect, and because of that, he's going to end his career. And by the way, folks, when it pertains to Hideo Itami and Mustafa Ali, I thought it was going to be this week's episode of 205 Live that was going to do that, but they didn't do it, unfortunately. I must have heard wrong last week. I don't know. I could be. I'm basically taking my word for granted from last week and all that. I could have heard it wrong, saying that it was gonna be this week's episode that was gonna have that match, but I guess I was wrong. I must have heard wrong, basically. So I'm gonna take my word for granted for that one. So I apologize for that. George, what is that there? It's weird that Mike Kanellis is on 205 Live. He doesn't look like he's 205 pounds. Well, you can also say the same thing about Buddy Murphy too. And you said he looks more like a heavyweight. He is. You're right. And again, like a Buddy Murphy. But I guess we gotta take the word for it. If they're under 205 Live, then okay, whatever. Right? But anyways, so let me get with Mustafa Ali. He cuts a promo. He's outside. It's raining. And also he's wearing a jacket. I saw in the back that says GOAT, the initials of greatest of all time. And it was a Muhammad Ali jacket. I meant to say jacket, not coat. But it also had a hoodie too, by the way. And basically, he was cutting a promo. And I enjoyed this promo too, by the way. Until he messed up one word. I'll get that right. I'll get that momentarily. But here, this is what he said. He said, they've been down this road before, and now they're gonna go down to a new road. And he's walking. He's putting his hoodie on, and it's raining. And he says, They say on this road, yo, they go down and up, I believe, something like that. And then it says on this row, no twists or turns. On this row, nowhere to run or hide. On this row, no respect, but only redemption. And on this row, it's balls count anywhere. Oh shit. What he meant to say, Mustafa Ali, what he meant to say was falls count anywhere. I don't know what I don't know what made him say the word balls. I don't know. When I heard him say, wait a minute, did he just say balls? I'm like, wait a minute, I think he meant to say falls. So I rewind it back. And sure enough, he said balls count anywhere. And like, no, you're supposed to say falls count anywhere. Because the match between those two is going to be for next week. And this time, I know for sure they're going to have the match next week. It's going to be falls count anywhere. Which is it's basically no way to say no disqualification. But yeah, Mustafa Ali, what the hell? He said balls count anywhere. I can't believe he said that. And he screwed up. And let's see some women. Obviously, it was pre recorded. You told me you couldn't redo that, I doubt that they did that recording in one shot. I doubt that. But wow, that was ridiculous. I think he screwed up the promo right there. I was enjoying this promo. The promo was good until we get to that final part when he said it's balls count anywhere. I'm like, no, it's falls count anywhere. But whatever. George, Mustafa Ali, one's good high flyer, but has no charisma and no personality. Just another midget. Now I disagree actually. They are showing some personality. They are showing some personality with Mustafa Ali. With him being a former police officer for Chicago, and then he what pertains to fighting crimes and going through every struggle and all that, and led to him being a wrestler to go through the struggles and all that to be a cruiserweight champion. I love how they're doing this. I love how they what they're doing with how they're booking Mustafa Ali. In a way, he's got a personality, some sort of personality. As far as charisma, I guess the charisma you can say that he's got is that he's it's the way that like a Sami Zayn is, like he's always trying to win he's always finding ways to win these big matches, and then the one thing he needs to do when it comes to winning these big matches is to be a champion, and he comes so close to winning the championship just from the not win the championship. It's like the Sami Zayn from NXT. Sami Zayn, he wins so many matches, and then sometimes he loses some matches too. And then when he gets an opportunity to go to the championship title that he wants to get, and every opportunity to get in that opportunity, it always slips right through his fingers. It's the same thing with Mustafa Ali, where he's getting these opportunities, he's finding the title shot and all that, and once he gets the opportunity to be in that match, to be a champion, it slips right through his fingers. So in a way, they're doing something with Mustafa Ali there, what pertains to him having both charisma and personality. And another thing is that George, you said something about what personalities he does is smile and another smiling baby face. That the problem with 205 Live too many non personalities. Well, he doesn't really smile that much. If you've seen it, if you watch 205 Live, you see his promos. He's not all about smiling. He's a serious dude to take. He always had the serious look on his face. Like for example, what I saw this past week on Wednesday, he cut a serious promo, what pertains to going up against what comes to his feud against Hideo Itami. I mean, before he was all about smiling and everything, but there are also times that he has a serious look on his face. For example, I remember when when Cedric Alexander, you could say basically was Cedric Alexander is the type of guy you want to say that he always smiles a lot, which is true. He does always smile a lot. Mustafa Ali, he does smile, but not like a Cedric Alexander. With Cedric Alexander, he takes it way over the top with that. But Mustafa Ali, he doesn't go over the top with that. He'll have a smiley face, and all of a sudden it also starts changing too. But yeah, I'll go too long with this though, folks. But anyways, the promo it was good until the part he says balls count anywhere. But I'm still looking forward to the match for next week. Hideo Itami versus Mustafa Ali, falls count anywhere match, which is gonna be next week. It's gonna be the main event. That's gonna be folks, yeah, can't wait for that match, by the way. Hideo Itami and Mustafa Ali, they're gonna tear the fucking house down for 205 Live. Speaking of turning the house down, let's get to this main event. We get PJP. Oh no, I thought someone sent me a comment. Never mind. But anyways, TJP versus Grand Metalik versus Lio Rush versus Tony Nese versus Cedric Alexander. They showed Buddy Murphy watching on the match. Well, the match never started yet, but he was watching on the see his match on the play out. So the match begins. When it began, you had TJP going after Grand Metalik because when it pertains to his feud against the Lucha House Party, what pertains to try to take every luchador mask from the Lucha House Party. Lio Rush slides out of the ring to not get involved. Cedric Alexander and Tony Nese go at each other in the match. Also, we get Cedric Alexander go after and Lio Rush going at each other. And Lio Rush was basically out quicking Cedric Alexander in the match. Then Grand Metalik got a piece of Lio Rush, and then Tony Nese got a piece of Lio Rush. Basically, they all wanted a piece of the 23. Excuse me. I should be eating by the way too while I'm doing this, but everybody wanted a piece of the 23-year-old piece of gold in Lio Rush. And then Buddy Murphy is backstage. The camera caught him watching on backstage of this match. And you would think by Buddy Murphy watching this match, it's gonna be this match was gonna be who's gonna be the number one contender. Nope, it's just a regular fatal five-way match. Just to showcase these 5 cruiserweights in this match. So. So Tony Nese fucked up a move here when it pertains to Grand Metalik. So Grand Metalik went for a moonsault, and then Tony Nese he got right at one point. He called him, and all of a sudden, and then also they botched the spot there. But I fully blame Tony Nese because I like saying to myself, wait a minute, what the hell? Like, come on, really? Like it's no time to be fucking up a move right now. After I'll get into the match. One more, folks. Sorry about that, folks. So anyway, after that that fucked up spot, I blame Tony Nese, by the way. I fully blame Tony Nese. For messing up that spot. I think he forgot what spot to do from there, so it looked terrible, folks. And then to make matters worse, Lio Rush well, that didn't happen yet. Yeah, that didn't happen yet. I'll get to Lio Rush or what happened with him. But Lio Rush almost won the match. Keep in mind, folks, Lio Rush, Washington D.C. He got the home field advantage. He got, even though he's supposed to be a heel, crowds are chanting for this guy, Lio Rush. They're chanting for Lio. Let's go, Leo. Calling that. It was awesome. That he's getting the recommendation by the WWE fans. But at the same time, I don't give a fuck about these WWE fans, anyways. Sorry about that. George, before I move on, you still saying here? The only two guys that that I like, excuse me, and care about are Drew Gulak and Leo Rush. Not only are they good talent, but they got personality. And again, so does Mustafa Ali. I don't think you're really paying attention to what they're doing from on the show. And on top of that, you also got German Jack Gallagher, who's also got some personality, and to a certain degree, TJP, to a certain degree, but and I got Mike Kanellis there with Maria Kanellis, so we'll see what they do with that one. So he also said even though Leo Rush is hardly on the show because he Lashley hype man on Raw. Yeah, exactly. All right, back to this. So Leo Rush almost had the match won when he did the final hour onto Cedric Alexander, and then Grand Metalik and Tony stopped the pinfall attempt. But basically we got a false finish basically because they want to protect his finishing move. Because they didn't want Cedric Alexander to kick out of it. And then we get, like I said, we get Let's Go Leo chant. Tony Nese tosses power tosses Leo Rush out over the ropes onto and by the way, there was also a couple of high flying spots by Grand Metalik, TJP doing some technical wrestling submission moves. Cedric Alexander, he always does what Cedric Alexander does best. Tony Nese always showing off his power strength. Leo Rush always being cocky and arrogant and all that. So Tony Nese does his power toss to Leo Rush on the outside to TJP, Grand Metalik, and Cedric Alexander. But the way that was done too, where Leo Rush almost got killed. That would have been a nasty spot there. That would have been a total disaster because Tony Nese, I thought he had him, and then all of a sudden, some reason something went wrong. As Leo Rush went over the ropes and all that, where he could land on his head, but again, thank God, the three guys that were outside the ring to make sure he didn't land in the back of his neck, and he could have been in the paradise or something. Holy shit, man. George, I compare Drew Gulak to Dean Malenko, but imagine Dean Malenko with a personality. Yeah, you're right. You got a point there. He is like a Dean Malenko. So yeah, the finish of the match. Leo Rush and Cedric Alexander. Basically, they're countering spots after spots, and then Leo Rush gets caught by Cedric Alexander with the lumbar check. And by the way, the way that Leo Rush took it too, he sold it like he got killed. And then Cedric will go for a cover, but then Tony Nese comes out of nowhere and sneaks up a schoolboy, rolls him up, folds him up pretty well to pin Cedric Alexander to win the fatal 5-way match. So yeah, Tony Nese wins the match, and Cedric Alexander once again, is not believing in himself anymore. He's on a losing streak, and he's down himself now. That's a storyline, by the way. One more, folks. Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. So yeah, Tony Nese, he wins another match. Because I'm shocked, by the way. Again. I'm like, wait a minute, what? But now, and this is weird now, because they never let Tony Nese win a big match like this. Why all of a sudden now they want him to win these big matches after they have been losing every fucking time? Now, unless it's a jobber, he'll be winning A-OK. But when he's type of big matches, you don't see him win these matches that much. Now all of a sudden they want to win these matches. What? Are you kidding me? I mean, I want this guy. Obviously, I want to see this guy win. Obviously, Tony Nese. He should be winning matches. I mean, look at him. He's the fucking premier athlete. He's built like a heavyweight. He moves like a cruiserweight. And what's his catchphrase? He moves like a cruiserweight, but hits like a heavyweight. So now they decided him to win these matches from left to right, just because Cedric Alexander is in a downward spiral because he lost his cruiserweight championship against Buddy Murphy. Okay, but yeah, there you go. Buddy Murphy was looking on after that too. By the way, they're showing him again looking on, and there you go. That's the show end with Tony Nese getting the win of this amazing fatal 5-way match, except for those 2 spots. That was a botch that went wrong, and another one that almost could have went wrong with someone's breaking their neck. So George, so this fatal 5-way match was the winner challenge for the cruiserweight championship. Well, here's the thing. They didn't say it was gonna be. They didn't say it was a world contendership. They didn't say it's a good opportunity for the cruiserweight championship. It was just a match. A main event match. One of those special main event matches that they decided to have on the card. For this particular week. I don't know. But yeah, there you go. And that's it. Again, let's say that's all I gotta say. Tomorrow wrestling for 205 Live, 2 matches. Yeah, only 2 matches, folks. Whatever. But overall rating for the show, I'm gonna go 7 out of 10. 7 out of 10. Very good show. As always, obviously. So that being said, thank you for watching. And thank you, George, for the live chats, comments. If this is your first time watching me, my name is Robert Serrano Jr., Natural Born Driller. If you haven't subscribed to me yet, please do so. If you haven't yet, if you enjoyed this review, give it a thumbs up or give it a thumbs down. Choice is yours alone. And tune after this one, folks, because after this, I'm gonna set up another live stream when it comes to WWE NXT review. That'll be next, so tune up that one. And peace, George. Thank you for watching. And for anyone else watching, thank you for watching too. You all take care. You have a good night. Peace on the streets. Talk to you all soon. But for now, I'm out.